Welcome to Lore Underground. Today, we keep things going with another one of our all-time favorite video games, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. So sit back, grab some garlic and a few wooden stakes, and let's get to it. Every legend has a castle. Every castle has a curse. And in the world of gaming, no fortress looms larger than Dracula's castle. A labyrinth of shadows, monsters, and forbidden secrets. But within those cursed halls, one story reshaped not just a franchise, but an entire genre. This is the story of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the gothic masterpiece that transformed action into exploration and gave us one of the most tragic, complex heroes in video game history.
I am Alucard, son of Dracula. And if you fight me, you will die, like thousands of vampires before you.
To understand Symphony, we need to rewind. The year is 1993. Konami releases Castlevania Rondo of Blood on the PC Engine, a game where Richter Belmont, whip in hand, defeats Dracula in a climactic duel. But what makes Symphony of the Night unique is that it doesn't erase the past, it continues it. It begins not with a prologue or cutscene, but with that very final battle. The whip cracking, the fireballs flying, Dracula's famous last words, all replayed, but now seen through the lens of destiny. And with his defeat, the cycle of evil should end. But in Castlevania, nothing is ever that simple. 4 years later, in 1797, the castle rises again, not after a century, not in the rhythm of time as tradition dictates, but unnaturally early. Something is broken. Richter, the victorious hero, has vanished, and with his disappearance, the balance of light and dark begins to fracture. It's here that a new figure awakens, Alucard. Alucard, the son of two worlds. Alucard is not your typical hero. He's not a Belmont, not a chosen warrior blessed with holy lineage. He's the son of Dracula himself, born of a union between the Dark Lord and a human woman, Lisa. Lisa was a healer, a woman of compassion who was executed by fearful villagers as a witch. Her final words to Alucard's father were simple: "Do not hate humans." But grief twisted Dracula, turning his love into eternal hatred. Alucard, however, chose to honor his mother's dying wish. He turned against his father in Castlevania III, Dracula's Curse, fighting alongside Richter Belmont to stop him. Hey, quick break. Please remember to subscribe and hit that like button. Now, back to the lore. Afterward, he disappeared, sealing himself away in slumber to suppress his vampiric nature. But in 1797, as the castle reemerges, Alucard rises once again. His mission isn't just to slay Dracula, it's to confront the part of himself tied to darkness, to prove that his blood does not define his destiny. And with Alucard as the player character, Symphony breaks new ground. The series, once known for its linear stages, is now an open labyrinth. Dracula's castle becomes a character itself, sprawling, secretive, full of hidden chambers and treasures. Every room has its own mood, its own enemies, its own haunting score. Gone are the stage-by-stage levels. Instead, progress comes through discovery. Every new relic, mist form, bat transformation, double jump, unlocks previously sealed passages. It's a loop of curiosity. Find, return, unlock, advance.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
This was the birth of the Metroidvania, a term that now defines an entire genre, marrying Castlevania's gothic aesthetic with Metroid's exploratory freedom. But beneath the gameplay lies the lore. Monsters aren't just cannon fodder, they're echoes of Dracula's power. The castle itself is a shifting entity, bending reality, reconfiguring itself as a reflection of chaos. And at the center of this chaos, Richter Belmont.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
When Alucard finds Richter, it seems at first that the Belmont hero has fallen. He now claims dominion over the castle, declaring himself its new master. To a player unaware of the deeper lore, this could feel like betrayal. But the truth is darker. Richter is a puppet, his will corrupted by the dark priest Shaft, one of Dracula's most loyal servants. Shaft seeks to bring back his master, and what better vessel than the bloodline destined to fight him? Here's where Symphony rewards curiosity. If the player simply confronts Richter, they'll receive the bad ending. Richter slain, the curse unresolved, and Alucard's mission incomplete. But if the player finds Maria Renard, Richter's ally from Rondo of Blood, she reveals the truth. Using a holy relic, she dispels Shaft's control, freeing Richter from his corruption. And with this, the real story begins. Just when players think they've conquered Dracula's fortress, Symphony pulls its greatest trick, the inverted castle. A perfect upside-down replica of the entire structure, now more dangerous, more chaotic, more surreal. It's not just a gameplay twist, it's a metaphor. The world turned on its head, order unraveling into madness. To beat Symphony is not to merely survive Dracula's castle, but to endure its reflection, its corruption of reality itself. And within this inverted labyrinth lies Shaft, still loyal, still scheming, still preparing the way for Dracula's return. Defeating him brings the true, final act, the confrontation between father and son.
The battle between Alucard and Dracula is more than a clash of weapons, it's a clash of philosophies. Dracula, consumed by grief, declares that humanity deserves only suffering. Alucard, carrying his mother's last wish, insists that humans are worth saving, worth protecting, no matter their flaws. The fight becomes an ideological war. Hatred versus compassion. Vengeance versus mercy.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time. You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
When Dracula falls, the moment is not triumphant. Alucard doesn't celebrate, he mourns. He pities his father, even as he destroys him. Maria and Richter offer Alucard comfort, but he refuses. As the son of Dracula, he believes he has no place in the human world. He vanishes back into the shadows, leaving behind only questions, doubts, and the burden of bloodline. When Castlevania Symphony of the Night launched in 1997, it wasn't an immediate blockbuster. Released in the shadow of 3D gaming revolutions like Final Fantasy VII and Super Mario 64, its 2D side-scrolling design seemed dated to some. But over time, the world recognized what Konami had created, a masterpiece of atmosphere, gameplay, and narrative. It combined RPG systems, exploration, and gothic storytelling into a seamless whole. It gave us Alucard, a tragic hero whose depth outshone the simple good versus evil dynamic of earlier titles. And it carved the path for decades of Metroidvania games to come, from Hollow Knight to Bloodstained. More than a game, Symphony was a revelation. It proved that 2D still had the power to innovate, that storytelling could be layered in exploration, and that sometimes the greatest battles are not between hero and villain, but between family, between love and hatred, between who we are and who we choose to be. Castlevania Symphony of the Night wasn't just another chapter in a long-running series. It was a revolution. It was proof that exploration could be symphonic, that tragedy could be playable, and that even in a world of monsters, the greatest battle is the one within.
My boy. I'm killing my boy.
Thank you for embarking on this journey with us. We humbly ask that you like this video and hit the subscribe button. It's free for you and means the world to us. Welcome to the Lore Underground family.
Thank you.